You might. So we're going to do another problem with trees. Now this is multiplying unit fractions, which is fractions that have a 1 in the numerator, by fractions that are called non-unit, which are fractions that have not a 1 in the numerator. So we're just taking it one step further, and I think that was a question yesterday, like, will you ever do fractions that are bigger, fractions like 2/3 or 3/4? And I said yes, because they're not always going to be small and easy. They are going to get bigger, because don't we have fractions that are different? Yes. Are our numbers always small? No. You know, you guys don't always multiply 3 times 4. Sometimes you multiply 352 times 265. Your numbers do get bigger. But when you're learning, you start small and build your way up. So that's what we're doing right now. We're starting small, like yesterday, and we're building our way up. So right now our problem is going to be if Jan had, or Miss Mason, I like using Miss Mason, if she had a pan of treats. So say Mr. Mason already ate some, and all she had left was 3/5. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or say I only had 3/5, because Lord knows every time I make stuff, it always gets eaten before I get to take it anywhere. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. That's all that's left. 3/5. The other ones have been eaten by Mr. Strickland, and then he complains about how he's fat. So there's 3/5. I need to lose weight. Well, quit eating my brownies. So 3/5. So, and if he heard this, he'd be mad because I said that. So then 1/3 of the remaining, 1/3 of the treats get sent to school. So if this is all that's left, or all that's in the pan, and 1/3 of these get sent. So 1, 2, 3. So then, just like yesterday, rather than starting off with 1/2 and 1/4, like you had a unit fraction, now you have a non-unit fraction, where you have an actual number in the numerator other than a 1.
You can go back every time, then you can go back.
You want to straight?
Oh. So now I'm doing 1/3. So this is 1/3. This is my 3/5, because these are the 3/5 that are shaded in.
Oh.
This is 1/3 that's shaded in. I have 3 sections that are shaded. This is 1 section that is shaded.
Oh.
And where they overlap is your answer. So 1/3 times 3/5.
3/16.
So 1 times 3. 3. 3 times 5. 15. So then it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So your model helps you check your answer. So your denominator would be 15, and I have 1, 2, 3 that overlap. Now, this is where something that I taught you in second quarter, bingo, is highly important. Simplifying your fractions. It can be simplified by 3. 3 can go in the top, 3 can go on the bottom. If it can be simplified, you have to do it.
1, 5.
And it can be simplified by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So it's 1/5.
It's 1/4.
It doesn't look like 1/5 because it's going that way, but 1/5 of the total number of squares is actually colored in.
I can see it. So, because
If I took this green line, if I took it this way and I turned it this way,
yeah, it'll be 1. It'll be 1.
because I'm doing a different color square, this one, 3. So then it's 1/5.
So, because all the squares,
That part right there, as you go in,
Give me 1 second.
It really is 1/5 of them colored in.
I see it.
So you don't add the I can't see. I see it now.
No, I don't add anything. I'm multiplying and dividing. Okay. So what if I had 3/4 of a pan of treats and I sent 1/3 to school? What fraction of the whole pan did I send to school? See if you can solve that one on your paper. Ugh. This thing is not okay, so what is the answer?
1/4.
1/4. If you told me 3/12, you did not do something.
Simplify it.
You did not simplify it. So with my rectangular model, 3/4. So there are 1, 2, 3/4. Y'all can come in and sit down. We're almost going. So there's 3, 3/4, 1/3. So I got to go 3 parts this way.
Alright, I messed up.
So shaded 1/3 this way. So 1/3 times 3/4. 1 times 3 equals 3. 3 times 4 equals 12. And they can be simplified by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 1 divided, 1/4.
This is for. Wait, hold on.
So, on your problem set that you don't have, that you have not received, hold on. This problem that's right here, it says, this is the problem that's already done, that's on the top of the problem set. It says to draw a this is just like what you did, it's just one step further because it has non-unit fractions, which means that the numerator is not a 1. So it just says to draw a rectangular fraction model to explain your thinking, then write a number sentence. An example has been done for you. So if you have 1/2 of 2/5, so then what they do is they take it and they break it down where they do a word form of the problem. So then it's got 1/2 of 2/5 equals 1/2 of 2. Why they do this, I don't know. 1/2 and they got 2/5. They took 2/5 and made a word form of it. Then they gave you the answer. They gave you the answer as a word. Well, I can't do the word yet because I can't I can't use the answer yet because I haven't really solved it. So then they've got the rectangular model, and then they've actually solved it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how they did it. So all I'm doing is the sample. I'm just doing the sample again. So what they've got is 1/2 of 2/5. This is what's already been done. I'm just doing it again. So it's 1/2 of 2/5 with the words. Just right there's fine. So I can't write the answer yet because I don't know it. I'm going to do the rectangular model again. All we did was take the fractions and do 1/2 of 2/5. No, I'm just showing you how they got it. So I'm going to do the rectangular model again right here. So I'm going to do, since it's 1/2 of 2/5, I'm going to show 2/5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's 5 sections. So 2/5. I'm going to color in 2. 2 out of 5. 2/5. Did I show 2/5? I hope you're saying yes. 2/5. So 1/2. 1/2. So I'm going to shade over half of the 2/5. Half.
Why are you changing
Because
Because Jeremy,
I went 1/2 and then there's 2/6.
Like you used to do the other one, when we did it with only the one, you only shaded in one part. So the more you do,
The more I do, the more I cover.
okay, that's
If it had been 3, then I would cover that because it's halfway across all the way over here. If I had more colored in over here, then I would cover those too. Okay? So here I've got 1, 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, I tried to do 2 lines. 2 10s. 1, 2 out of 10. So that's where this came from, 2 10s. But that can be simplified
to
by 2.
1/5. We get 1/5.
2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 1/5. So that's where this 1/5 came from right here. So it equals 1/5. Yes.
When it says on the worksheet, I don't get how it's 1/2, but when you draw a line, we still have these covered by that.
These?
Yes, those two.
Because I had 2/5 colored in right here. And whenever I go this way, I could technically color all of these in, but I'm only coloring in over the ones that are colored in right here.
Oh, so these two are, oh, okay, I see.
Get it? Okay.
I have one question.
Yes.
So, on the example they already did simplify when we put it 1/2.
1/5.
On the example it said 1/2.
It's 1/2 of 2/5 equals 1/2 of 2/5.
Oh.
They took it and they were just showing it in word form. I did the same thing the first time I read it. They're not saying it equals 1/2. They said it equals 1/2 of 2/5. They took this and put the fraction in word form.
Oh, so they got
Instead of writing it out, instead of writing 2/5.
You have to really be careful what you're reading.
Yeah.
So 1/3 of 3/4 equals 1/3 of 3/4. If they're not saying 1/3 of 3/4 equals 1/3 because it might not. You need to work it. So 1/3 of 3/4 equals 1/3. They're taking this fraction right here, 3/4, and putting it in word form. Why? I don't know. I don't work for Engage. So they're just, and then this right here, I can't fill this out yet.
Yeah.
I need to work it. I need to work it. So I'm going to do a rectangular model. So I'm going to do 3/4. 1, 2, 3/4. So that's 4. How many am I going to color in? 3. So 1, 2, 3.
Wait, you lost me for a second. Where are we? Okay.
3/4. 3 out of 4.
Color it up.
You see my 3 out of 4?
Yeah.
Come on, take close the book. Thank you.
Then you gotta split it.
I do. I split it into thirds because it's 1/3 of it. So 1, 2, 3. So because I'm only doing 1/3 of it, I'm only going to shade in one section of it, but I'm only going to cover up the ones that are colored. I could color in the entire 1/3 of it, but I'm only going to color over the ones that are colored. I'm double covering. Color, 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 color. This one's not colored, so I'm leaving it alone. Okay?
Okay. Oh.
So it's 1, 2, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, so you just cut out by 3 and that equals 1/4. So you just, you cover the part that's shaded and then you go on to how many. You still can't do.
Oh yeah, but I'm also wanting you to practice doing the rectangular model.
And you can divide it. You can divide it.
Simplify by,
3.
I'm not simplifying by 1/4, I'm simplifying by 3 because they both have 3 in common. 3 can be divided by 3, 12 can be divided by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So the answer is 1/4. Yes, sir. It might not be.
You can like color shade 3 any place on the rectangle.
I could do it up here. I could do it in the middle. I just always like to do the same spot.
Oh, so you just do any one?
I could do it up top. I could do it in the middle. I'm not going to do one here, one here, one there.
That's why I like that.
Because then if I did, say I did 1, 2, 3, and I did 2, there's my 3/4. You know what? Let me fix that. I did it a different direction. Let me fix that. That's not what I meant. So there's my 3/4, and there's 1, 2, 3, and let me get your question. Say if you wanted to do it up top. Your 1/3 up there? That's okay. I just always like to do things in the same spot all the time. Okay, but maybe if you're thinking, if you want to do, thinking maybe some of you are wanting to do like 1 here, 1 there, and 1 there. Does that really show 1/3?
No, it shows.
Does it show 1/3?
No, it shows
No.
1, 2, 3.
It shows 1 here, 1 here, 1 there. Don't do that. I mean, it might, but don't do that because you're going to confuse me and you're going to confuse yourself. Do it the way I'm showing it. Okay? So either do one on the top, one whole row in the middle, or one whole row in the bottom. Be consistent with what you're doing. Now, can you do that? Yeah, please don't. Because I think what's going to happen is you, unless you are some super wily coyote, super genius, you're going, Lexi would not do this. You're going to really mess yourself up and going, okay, did I really do a third? And I think that some of you are going to be like, ooh, I'm going to do this because I'm going to prove a point because she told me not to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then you're really going to end up getting it wrong. Don't do it. Like, do a full row. Because this is really just going to irritate the person who's grading your paper. That would be me. Don't do that. Because I'm specifically saying don't do this. Straight rows. Either pick the top, pick the middle, pick the bottom, but be consistent. Don't try to prove a point.
Yes,
Because the person grading your paper will prove a point too.
Wait, well, okay. So you've already confused me.
So then just do it the way I'm teaching it.
I'm on the right one. Apparently. Oh, I see what I'm doing.
Okay. So, and then if you choose to multiply, or if you are, when you are multiplying it, 1/3 times 3/4. Multiply straight across. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. You get the same answer. And then simplify by 3. 3 divided by 3, 12 divided by 3, 1, 4. Yes, Marco?
How do you understand?
Because I'm doing 1/3 of this, so I'm doing one section out of the 3. So I'm going to do the whole section, filling that in, whatever it is, put it up. And if it's what I think it is, it needs to go on my table. If it's what I think it is, it needs to go over there.
Yep.
If it's what I think it is, you need to mind your own business. So if this is like the 1/3 right here, then I'm doing everything that's shaded in this 1/3 section. So there are 3 in here, so I'm going to do this one, and this one. Because right here, in this, because when I drew this line right here in the 1/3, there were 3 of them in there. So we're going to do this one again. And I want you to watch this. So we've got 1/2 of 4/5. So I'm going to do my rectangle. How many sections? 5. So 1, 2, 3, there's 4, I'm going to add another one. 5. I'm going to color in or shade 4. 2, 3, 4. See, I'm not even spending a really long time coloring stuff in. I just do lines.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4. And so on this, now I'm going to divide it into half, 2 sections. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm going in half. Now in this 1/2 of a section, this, and see, I always do everything on the bottom because it's easier for me to remember. So all of the ones that are shaded in this bottom half, I'm going to color over them with my other color.
No, that's what I was thinking that you were doing.
Because they're there, I'm not going to worry about this one because it's not colored in. So, does that make more sense to Marco?
Can we like put X's in that section?
However you're going to do it. So 1/2 of 4/5. My new denominator is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And how many are double shaded?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4/10.
That's weird.
You can divide it
By
2.
2. 4 can't go into 10, so it can't be simplified by 4. But they're even, so it can be simplified by 2.
Oh. Uh-oh.
That's, no. Are we in church? So I don't need to hear that. Thank you very much.
Good night.
I leaned on it. I did something weird. It's fine.
It's okay.
Okay. So since it can be simplified by 2, 4 divided by 2 is 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5.
4 and 2
It's not 4 and 2/5. It's just 2/5.
1
Oh,
half.
the first one is 4 because it's 4/5 there. 1/2 of 4/5. You're right. So 1/2 times 4/5. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 5 is 10. And then just like before, you simplify by 2. So it really hasn't changed. The steps haven't changed. The only difference is we're doing it by non-unit fractions this time.
Good job, Demontre.
All right. So 1/2 of 2 halves. OMG.
Oh, wow.
Rectangular model. So 2 pieces. 2 halves are shaded. Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Go across.
2 halves. The whole thing.
Go across.
Wow.
Gosh, Andre. Then 1/2.
Yes, I got it right.
I got it.
I was standing there.
Oh, my God.
Then double shade
Double. It's only
half of it.
half.
So 1/2 of 2 halves equals 1 half. Or it's 2/4, which is equal to 1/2.
That's exactly what I
So
got.
1/2 times 2 halves equals 2/4, but you have to simplify. Bye.
Jacob, no, you did
Simplify
not.
by 2. 2
Jacob,
divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2.
Jacob, what is wrong with you?
Okay. 2/3 of 1/2.
I was one more.
1, 2, 3. 2/3 shaded in.
And then you go across.
Go forward.
1/2.
So now you have 2, 6.
So this is 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, gee, 2, 6.
Simplify it.
5, 1, 2.
And you get 1/3.
1/3. By Jove, I think you got it. Sanitizer really needs to go away. So, you have 2/3 times 1/2. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. You get 2 6 again, but you already know that that will be simple.
1/3. Yes.
Jacob, it's a doesn't matter.
Hunter, Hunter, stop it. Okay, I want you to do E and F. So, rectangular model. 1/2 of 3/5. 1/2 times 3/5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coloring in 3.
So like I got this right.
Shaded in 3 out of 5. Taking half. So shading in the bottom. or the top. It doesn't matter. You just can't shade in both. So I've got 1, 2, 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can that simplify? No, it does not. 1/2 times 3/5. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 5 is 10. Does not simplify. Nothing goes into 3 that goes into 10. 2/3 times 1/4. 1, 2, 3. Shade in 2. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to shade in 1. So I've got 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You can simplify it.
10, 5, 2.
Jacob, the ground is on fire. You have to see this.
1/4. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 4 is 12. 1, 6.
Yay! Alright.
Wow.
I got that on video. I completed my achievement to be on video.
Okay, here we go. On the back.
Okay.
5/8 of the songs on Harrison's music. 5/8 of the songs on Harrison's music player are hip hop. 1/3 of the remaining songs are rhythm and blues. What fraction of all the songs are rhythm and blues? Use a tape diagram to solve. Now it doesn't say a rectangular model, it says a tape diagram. So it doesn't say a rectangular model, it says a tape diagram. So this is also where you really need the tape diagram to help you figure out the problem. It's not going to be really number, multiply to figure out the problem. Because if you do that, you're going to end up with 5/24, which is really not the answer. You're not going to do number, multiply. You have to read the problem. So we have a tape diagram. So on here we have his player and we have his total songs.
Okay.
Total songs on his player.
This, but still.
Okay, so on his player we have the total number of songs. We know that 5/8, Mila, we know that 5/8 of the songs are hip hop. So how many sections of the tape diagram should we have? 8. Because this tells us right here how many sections we should have. Because 5 of them are hip hop. So we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is hip hop. Can y'all stop saying hi Haley and bye Haley and listen to this? Thank you.
I love hip hop.
So 5 of his songs, 5 out of the 8, 5/8 of his total music catalog are hip hop. 1/3 of the remaining songs are rhythm and blues. Well, we can figure out that it's 1/3. How many squares are left?
3.
3. So we can say 1/3. What were you saying?
Oh, if you look on the other side, it's 3, and then just take away 1 and it's 1.
Bingo! There are only 3, and there's 1/3, so only 1/3 1 square is rhythm and blues. You are exactly right, Zariana. Yay, Zariana. Gold star for you. The heavens open and the angels wept. Woo! Okay, so when it says what fraction of all the songs are rhythm and blues, if this right here, 1/3, because there are 3 squares remaining, 1/3, I'm just going to say R&B because that's where they get R&B, rhythm and blues. 1/3, there's 3 of them remaining. 1 of the 3 left over are rhythm and blues. What would we say is the real fraction of the entire music category? Don't you see where we need a tape diagram to solve this problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you needed a tape diagram. What is the real fraction for rhythm and blues?
Rhythm and blues is kind of like, no. Oh, I'm so dumb.
1 out of
8.
1/8.
1/8. I had it, but then I lost it.
No, they're not asking. No. We're not multiplying anything. 1/8 is rhythm and blues. 1 out of the total 8 is rhythm and blues.
I had it, but then I was like, there's no way it's
You
that.
needed a tape diagram to solve this problem. You can't multiply anything because if you did number multiply, you would have got 5 over 24, and would you have ever gotten 1/8 out of that? Never in a million years. Mila, never. That's why they told you to use a tape diagram.
Well, hey, we don't have.
Now, does it matter what these other 2 are?
No, ma'am.
Not even important. Not. We didn't have to multiply anything. Because all they wanted to know was what was the real fraction of rhythm and blues. 1/8.
That's all they wanted.
So you had your head turned around to all these multipliers. So 3/5 of the students in a room are girls. So we need this. 3/5 are girls. 1/3 have blonde hair. This is a lot of information. 1/2 of the boys have brown hair. Now I don't know if that's going to be important because they've got girls, and then they threw in boys. Now I'm not sure if that information about boys is going to be important. Unless there's a question, that's down here. But I was saying I wasn't sure because sometimes they throw stuff in there to give you a little curveball. So let's look at our first question. What fraction of all the students are girls with blonde hair? So we're going to need to do a diagram. So let's look at this.
Yes, ma'am.
So
5th.
right here, anytime we're doing a tape diagram, the thing on the top is our
Total students.
Our total students. How many sections do you think we're going to have?
5.
Why do you think 5 and not thirds or halves?
Because it's the first thing on there. First thing on there. The first thing on there.
3/5 of the students in the room are girls.
Oh.
So we've got 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that here are girls. So this over here is going to be what leaves over here?
1/3 girls.
1/3. So 3/5 are girls. So what is this?
Boys.
Boys. The leftovers. Leftovers are boys. I mean, it's not like they're going to be something else. It's not like it's going to be dogs and cats. I mean, you've got boys, you've got girls. There's nothing else. So you've got girls, you've got boys. So 3/5 are girls, 2/5 are boys. So you can complete that part. That might actually help you answer B. If you go ahead and take what you can figure out, fill it out. It'll help you answer other questions. So 1/3 of the girls have blonde hair. So like Zariana, I bet Zariana's going to jump all over this like a puma on a little animal. She's going to be like, bam, I know this because you figured it out on that other question. Did I embarrass you? I'm going to get you again. Do you know it? What can I do with that information? Because you got it up here. So, what? So, what are we going to do with this information that they gave us over here?
One of the squares, since it's 3 right there, one of the all is.
Good job, Zara.
Yes, girl. So 1/3, because there are 3 squares, one of the squares I can write blonde. Now, does it matter what these others are? No, they can be brown, they can be red, they can be rainbow. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So, there's other information. Can I go ahead and take care of it? Yeah. 1/2 of the boys have brown hair. What do I do? 1/2 of the boys have brown hair.
I mean, that really right there is that the boys be saying that.
Go ahead, Zariana, go ahead. I love it. Why is it only 1 square?
You said 1/2, so it's only 2 squares, and then 1 and then big half.
Well, what does 1/2 look like? 1 out of 2. There's 2 squares. 1 out of 2. So 1/2 of the boys have brown hair. Y'all were looking around like, I don't know. Y'all were looking at the test, looking at the floor, hiding your face. So, whatever. So, now that we've got the tape diagram all completely figured out, and see, this is the thing. Y'all can tell me this stuff when you're in class, but as soon as you have to do it on your own, you go, I don't know how to do this. So, you can do it in here. I've got proof. You know how to do it. So, now we still haven't answered the question. Back. What fraction, this is all recorded so you can pull it up to go over the questions. What fraction of all the students are girls with blonde hair? What fraction? What real fraction? Can you tell me a fraction of girls with blonde hair, Jamarco? Jeremy. 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it,
1/5. 1 is not a fraction. 1 is a whole number. 1/5. 1 out of all 5.
And I know how you get
What fraction of all of the students are boys?
without brown hair.
What fraction of all the students are boys without brown hair?
Got that. 0. I'm a genius.
Without brown hair.
He's gonna bring.
It'll be 3/5.
Whoa. Boys without brown hair. Jawan? How do you know?
Yeah. Out of the whole class. 2/5 are boys and 1.
Oh.
1, 2.
Right. Out of the whole class, 2/5 are boys. One has brown hair, one doesn't. 1/5. That's awesome. Oh my God.
What kind of done?
4. Problem. I need to extend the page. Okay, problem number 4, which is the last problem. Cody and Sam mowed the yard on Saturday. Dad told Cody to mow 1/4 of the yard. He told Sam to mow 1/3 of the remainder of the yard. This sounds like a very complicated problem. Dad paid each of the boys an equal amount. Sam said, Dad, that's not fair. I had to mow 1/3 and Cody only had to mow 1/4. Explain to Sam the error in his thinking. Draw a picture to support your reasoning. So is this something that you can just do 1/4 times 1/3 equals 1/12 and you're done? No. None of these were a number multiply type problem. You had to actually do some work. You had to read the problem and even kind of draw it out to try to figure it out. So let's take this information and look at it. So this right here, Cody and Sam mowed the yard on Saturday. Is that important?
No.
No, I'm going to kind of ignore that right there. Dad told Cody to mow 1/4 of the yard.
That's a little interesting.
That is important. It's a little interesting. It is important. So I'm going to have a tape diagram. The total thing, what is the total?
4.
Well, it's the yard. The whole thing is the yard.
Oh, we thought you were talking about the other thing.
Well, it is. How many parts are there going to be?
4.
4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Dad told Cody to mow 1/4 of it. So this right here, 1/4 of it is Cody's. Cody had to do 1/4 of it.
Now we got 1/3.
He told Sam to mow 1/3 of the remainder of the yard. Zariana's probably going, dude, this problem's so easy. Isn't it easier when you have a tape diagram?
Yes, ma'am.
When you have a visual. This is why I was like, I gotta be able to do tape diagrams. Visual, so you can see it. He told Sam to mow 1/3 of the remainder.
That's
Oh!
because there's only 3 left.
There's only 3 left. So Sam is only doing 1/3 of the remainder of the yard.
Someone's just going to go sweep through.
So when Dad paid each of the boys the same amount, and Sam is like, Dad, that's not fair. I had to mow 1/3. Cody only mowed 1/4.
It's the same thing.
Why is Sam wrong? When is Sam really thinking that he did more? Because if you're thinking about thirds as opposed to fourths, Sam is thinking that he did more. But in the realm of this tape diagram,
If you look,
this, did he really do more?
no.
No, because it was 1/3 of the remainder of the yard.
So they did the equal, and then someone just came through and sweep the rest of it.
This is not even important.
Okay.
So, why is Sam incorrect?
Because they both did the same amount.
They both did the same amount. They both really did 1/4 of the yard. Sam really did do 1/4 when he did 1/3 of the remainder. Wasn't it really 1/4?
Yes, ma'am.
Because there were 3 parts left, it was 1/3 of the remainder, but it's really 1/4.
It had me for a second.
The
I'm like,
tape diagram shows you.
the tape diagram.
If
Like,
you're just reading the problem, you're going, huh? But when I drew it out, doesn't it show you 1/3 of the remainder is right here? There were 3 parts left, but did I add or take anything away?
no.
No.
It's like, hey, bud, here's the answer.
There were 3 parts left. 1/3 of the 3 parts left is still only 1/4 of the entire diagram. So they did equal parts. They both really only did 1/4 of the yard. It just makes it sound like they did different parts when they really did the same.